Disclaimer. I am not responsible if you break your car. I am not responsible for your health. If you hurt yourself or break your car, it is only your responsibility. This is not educational video and should not be used as tutorial. I do only show how I am doing my repair. I will not show you basics of screwing bolts, I will just show you results after each operation or part removal.
Okay, today we're starting the disassemble and refurbish of the cylinder head. So what we're going to do first, we're going to remove them all and put them into the numerical order here somewhere, and let's then remove the valves. Right, let me do that now. Okay, once this all removed, we want to start removing valves. I'm going to put them nearby each, just to avoid mixing them up, because they should be on the same place where they were. In order to do that, you will need that tool, which I bought on eBay. It's not expensive, it's about £20 or something. And let me try to remove first valve using this tool. Okay, I will show you only one valve. This one is the most visible, I believe. So we have to put this side on the bottom of the valve, and this one we have to apply here, but this side is too big. I think I need to swap this to the smaller one. Let me do that. Okay, once you position this one properly, I'll show you how to position it. So this side should be on top on valve directly, and this side should be aligned like this, right? Align it like this, and then you will just need to compress the spring and hopefully the lockers will just fall down. Okay, position tool like this, right? And the top one like this. Compress it and use your screwdriver and use magnet to remove these little boys. The second one. And now just release the tool and remove washer, remove the spring, and then we can see the valve. Just press it down and you can remove the valve out of. That's pretty much it, guys. Okay, if you not set this up properly, then you're gonna fight with this and you're going to struggle to compress the springs. So first of all, align this directly to the valve, right? release that a little bit and align it directly to the valve, like I do that, right? Use this nuts to make it aligned here, right? Now, in the bottom down position, it's locking, right? So align this top one here as well. Lock it and just a little bit screw like this, right? So that will be aligned as well. Now, what we need to do, we need to compress it a little bit like this, as 1 centimeter, right? So now you have to release this handle, release it up, like I do, right? And slightly use the top nut to compress it, so basically clockwise, right? And then your handle should be in position like this. If it will be too far, the back, if you be too far like this, you will not be able to do anything. So use it like this, okay? Hope that helps. Do you see this black glossy surface? That means it didn't close actually properly, because it should be like this. This is the exhaust ones and this is intakes. It should be like this, but not like this. See, there is no metal. That means in between two surfaces, head and the valve, there was a little socket where you put carbon in it. Not you, of course, where there was a carbon in it between them, and it didn't close properly. Again, that will impact your compression, that will impact the oil consumption and everything. And yeah, pretty much remove them all. Remember what they are. Put them against your I don't know what it is, the washer cylinder, against that numbers basically, and then we will have to continue cleaning this stuff. Okay, what next? Next, I'm using this organic solvent DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, and the toothbrush to clean these carbonized surfaces, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to apply this little thin layer, right? Better if you put this all back, but I don't want to, because I've already cleaned up my injectors, so I need to somehow plug this injector hole, and that will be a spark one. So potentially, yes, you can do that, but I've already removed the valves. Maybe it's not the right approach, but I think it will still work. So basically apply the thin layer, and then using the heat gun like this, just need to heat it, right? Make it hot, and that should be react with your carbonized surfaces, and it should be cleaned up quite easily. I'm gonna to do the same. We'll use some glass, put this in, and I put this all valves in, probably one by one, because I still need to remember which one is which, right? But pretty much this is what we're going to do. Now we're going to clean everything, clean this exhaust and the intake as well, basically clean the surfaces. I probably want to remove this, I don't know what it is, maybe it's a temperature sensor, basically remove that one, and that is, I don't think, something here, and it's probably some valve here as well, but sure, I don't think I need to remove that one as well, but this one will definitely be removed. And then after I clean it up with the dimethyl sulfoxide, I will pressure wash it and make it completely clean before assembling. Look, it works immediately. It works immediately. Look how clean it is already. I just apply one time. The only thing I forgot to mention, guys, use the gloves. Don't allow this Dimexil, the MSO, contact to your skin. This is extremely aggressive chemical, right? Extremely. Your skin will burned up down to your meat, basically, down to your bones, basically, you know. So that's very, very dangerous. If you got this on your skin, immediately wash it with a big amount of cold water. Extremely aggressive chemical, guys. Be careful twice. But look how good it works, right? Let me show you. So this cylinder, they both are carbonized, right? So let me show you. Basically, so look, just a little bit on the toothbrush and apply it like this, right? And it looks just like a wet, right? Now use your heat gun and heat it. That's it. Now use your toothbrush a little bit more. Right, and then just use any tissue just to remove this carbon, and that's it. Look, compare this to this, and this. Look, it takes seconds to react, but be careful with your skin, guys, very careful. Okay, let me clean everything. Let me clean this exhaust. Oh no, that's intakes. Let me also clean the exhaust as well, channels, everything I'm going to clean before I'm actually going to the next stage, which is a pressure washer. Yeah, that will be cleaned as well, guys. Right, as you can see, my head is very good condition. Fortunately, the damaged injector didn't damage any valve or any seat in the cylinder head, so I have absolutely good cylinder head. Only one piston blown, which we have it already from Volvo. I'm going to make a video about how do I assemble it all back, but now what I'm continuing, I will continue cleaning the cylinder head. Okay, do the same with the with these channels as well, intakes and the outtakes as well. I've already done twice. And they are much better. Now it's a third time. So basically when you apply the liquid in, and just use heat gun and heat it. The longer you heat it, the better. It's not flammable, don't worry about it. Heat it well. Heat on top as well. It almost doesn't smell bad. The most smell is from the exhaust, basically from the carbonized. Put the neighbor one, and basically do it several times and then use your tissue just to clean it, and the toothbrush as well. Repeat procedure several times up until it will be clean, and then I will pressure wash it with water and salty water. Do something like this. So your plastic bottle will not be damaged because you got water inside here. If it was here, it was just collapsed like this, right? So don't worry, just put the boiling water here. See, I'm boiling my kettle. By the way, working engine temperature is something like this. So once a liquid inside the MSO inside will hot up to the temperature of this water, the chemical reaction will become much faster. In ideal world, we should repeat this procedure 2-3 times, but I don't know if I have a time for that or not. So yeah, basically we should leave it, and tomorrow they all will be clean, I hope. Right, they spent in this bucket overnight, and what we can see here, it doesn't see, it's still hard. We can't remove it with the toothbrush. I will try to use anything metal. Yeah, look, that works. See, it's very soft now. So I think using kind of Scotch Brite or something a little bit more harder than tooth, or maybe a piece of plastic or wood will do its job now. Right, using this piece of wood is basically cleaned out most of them, but it's still black. In order to remove this black thing, we probably want to use a little bit of very thin sandpaper, like 1500, and I try to clean this black carbon. Okay, my next try will be to put it in the drill and using 1500, just very slightly to remove this black. You can see that works. It definitely better to do it after you've been using this carbon dissolver rather than just do it without that. Why do we need to do that? Because here we have a rubber sealant. The rubber sealant should not be damaged by this carbon. Otherwise it works like a sandpaper for the rubber sealant, valve sealants. And yeah, basically that's why we need to clean them. Okay, once we clean this area with the 1500, just remove that black one. Don't do too much, basically. We can use something less precise on this area and this area. I'm going to use the steel drill bit. I'll show you what it is. Okay, let's try to do something like this. Now we have a clean valve. Right, it doesn't have to be just like this. It just needs to be removed, the fat layer of carbon from it. And this place where it works, we cleaned with the 1500. So now I'm going to clean this surface. It's probably not easy. Again, it's quite dirty. You probably want to wear brief protection. After we cleaned all valves and the head seats, now it's time to grinding valves. Right, I'm starting from the valve intake number, oh sorry, it's not intake, it's exhaust number 1, and I'll show you what I'm doing. This is not adverts, this is what I'm using. It's 2 compound special grinding compound pasts, and I'm going to use this one. The gray one is coarse and the white one is fine. Of course, we're just doing with the gray first and then second with the white one. Okay, let's just a little bit apply. Let's apply just a little bit, not too much, like this. Right, and just put it in. Probably want to lubricate it a little bit. That's it. Right, and I do have a special tool for this, which I bought specially on eBay. The way how it works, so we put it here, we put a special suction, rubber suction tool with the size, I think this is the size of mine, just like this. So I apply it like this, right? Let's put it this way. And what it does basically, once your drill is spinning, see, it does motion this way and that way, this way and that way, clockwise and anti-clockwise, clockwise and anti-clockwise. But that will be done faster. I'm not sure if you can see that. So that's pretty much what we're going to do now. Don't do big high speed. I'm not going to use high speed. Just going to use the slow speed. And I'm going to do 5 minutes with the gray compound and the 5 minutes with the fine compound, each valve. That's pretty much what I'm doing. You guys can use whatever you want. You can use your hands or whatever. Okay, this is what the result. So hopefully this valve will not be leaking in the future. So it's pretty much ready to install the first one. How much time? I spent roughly about 15 minutes. Okay. Removing and replacing this little oil sealants valve cups. Basically it's not easy to remove them. This one's been already removed, right? They sit quite well. They're sitting quite tough on these little cylinders. What I did, actually, I'm using one of these, but be careful, do not put it deep inside, right? Otherwise you can damage. This is where this hole is where your valve is going up and down, so that has to be ideal circle, and has to be not scratched inside, not sharp, not nothing. Pretty much do not damage it, otherwise if you damage it, I don't even know how you're going to replace it. So the problem with these caps, see, this one's been removed already, and the problem, you want to catch it on the top, but the top side, see, that rubber top side is not very big, and also if you pull it, you just can cut it off like I did, right? So probably what I did after, I took it from both sides like this and remove, but don't press too much because you don't want to bend these sides as well, right? So be careful, try that, do not damage. And if it's too tough, and if you will not be able to remove them, then there is another method which I didn't try myself yet. I will try to use this tool, and if I will get something stuck, I'll probably show you another method. Okay, even if I'm not going to use that method, I hope mine will be removed with no problem. But if you got it stuck, I will anyway tell you about this method. So if you got this stuck, so it sits like this, right? And the rubber cap on. By the way, look, this rubber is already not elastic. It's like a stone. So it's very good time to replace these cups. So what you're going to do, you need to find one of this ratchet key, which one is fitting well. So in my case, it's probably number, this one is well at number 12, right? So you wanna, so on car it installed like this, right? So what you wanna do, you wanna put this key on top, hammer it down, right? So that will the metal bit bended and went inside this key. Then using drill, right? So put something, either ratchet or something, and using drill bit and start drilling. So the rubber here will start burning, and the metal will be released, and you'll be able to remove this. I'm not going to demo it because I hope I will be able to remove this cups without this method. But pretty much I told you, if you got stuck or you're struggling, try that one as well. People say it works well. Look, this is the new one, the brown one, and the black one is the old one. Initially it was blue, but now it's black, right? Let me show you what is the, so this is one is elastic one, you can touch and bend it by hand. This is absolutely, you can't bend it. Let's have a look. Let me twist it. See, this is what's going on. It is absolutely broken, right? So it is not elastic anymore, right? It's like a plastic. See, this is how bad they are. Basically, I can use my nails and take the pieces off. So it is absolutely bad, right? That's why you guys need to change them. This car is done 100,000 miles. So if your has not been changed, if you didn't have this repair, head repair, be prepared. After 100,000 miles, your engine's becoming to be smoking with the oil burn, and basically the consequences will be very bad, because the catalytic converter will be blocked as well. So take care of your oil cups, valve, all valve cups. So I removed 3, that was 4th. Let me just carry on. That's 4th, that will be removed as well. Yeah, it's 16 in total. Okay, one more time about these cups. So basically on the all exhaust there was a blue ones, and all intakes there was a brownie ones, right? So what's the difference between these colors? I believe the difference in between the materials. So on the exhaust is much more thermo-resistant cups, and these guys, where I bought the repair kit from, they put me all, yeah, in terms of diameter, intake and outtake, it's basically they are the same 6 millimeters. But they put me all brown, right? Look, they all brown, which is wrong. If we use them all brown here and there, I don't believe that will last long enough. So I'm going to use this brownie only for the intake like it used to be, and for this one, for the exhaust part from this side, I have to order the blue ones, which is high temperature ones. So unfortunately I will not be able to finish my repair today, just because I have to book new this sealant for the exhaust. Just wanted to point your attention on this, guys. So I don't know if you think it matters or not matter. Let me know what your thoughts in your comments. I'm always open to hear your comments. Okay, to install them, you have to do something like this. This is your cup. Position it on top of your seat, right? Let me zoom it. Then use the hand key for the 10 mils. So that will cover only your rubber bit. But see, it's like a little skirt here. So once you hammer it down, you will use that skirt and you will not damage, like I did, your compression spring. Fortunately, I got plenty of them. And yeah, so it's not a big deal for me. Hopefully, guys, that will handy for you. Then we can see actually was it sit properly or not, because we can see it from the neighbor window underneath. So if you light from this side, it will be visible from this side if it's sitting or not yet. Let me try to show you. See, if you light it down from that side, you can clearly see it's already there. Okay, for you it was just 1 second. For me it took a week. I finally received this little sealant for the valves, and this is the part number I'm using, this is the brand I'm using as well, and this is the proper one. Remember last time we used to have an issue, they sent me the wrong basically sealants. This one is the right one. See, we got 8 blue ones, that's for the exhaust, and that brownie ones is for the intake. So I'm going to use these ones. I'm not going to use these ones, which is, don't know what they are, probably some cheap. Yeah, I hope this is not genuine Volvo, but you know what, it could be possible Volvo is using the same, just put Volvo sticker on it. Why is that? Because the colors are the same and this is very hard to find them. It was cost me around, yeah, the part number is this again. That was cost me around £60. So yeah, bear in mind, this is not genuine. One genuine Volvo one cost 11 to 12 pound just for one little bit. So basically 170, 180 for the whole unit, which I think is just robbery. Okay, quick video. This is how it looks. The cleaned surface of the head before installation gasket. Let me just show you the. I'm not sure if I need to remove this, little craters of the old gasket, because they are actually really doesn't fillable, not even by finger or nails. So they just look like this, right? So I think it's just plenty if I just clean it from the old gasket, and that's pretty much, hopefully that's it. Hopefully that won't be, because I don't think we have to polish it to mirror, you know, like it's on a machine shop. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I'm doing it all in the first time, guys. So I'm going to install it just like this, with that little rings around. Everything else is clean. The valves are clean. The seaters for valves are clean as well. So pretty much that's it, guys. Now it's time to test our valves. Right, so let's start from valve number 1. Number 1 is right there. Right? So put the head like this. Take number 1. That's number 1. It is exhaust valve. Right? Exhaust. 1. Right? Put the second one straight away. And 2. Now we're going to hold it from this side, because we don't have a spring. And you could put your fingers here and hold it from this side and spring a little bit of, I don't know, white spirit, for example, or any kind of thinner or solvent or petrol, anything. Let's just liquid, and let's see if it will go into the bed wet around or not. If it's at least 2 minutes is not wet around, that means we've done our valve properly. I hope it helps. Okay, we're doing number 4. Right, clean it. Make sure it's clean as much as possible, because every little stuff might impact our test. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use one of these, for example, and just put the number 4 in its place. I'm just showing you on number 4, where you can just use your finger to press it down. Press it down quite tight, quite tough, right? But not move. Don't move your finger. Just press it, right? And put a spring that's solvent, white spirit in my case, into the intake, right? So I'm pressing the valve, spring this into the intake, and then use the stopwatch, right? So, and you have to wait for at least 2 minutes. Make sure it doesn't, see, it in my case it came down, but it's because I think I moved my finger. For at least 2 minutes, it should hold your liquid in and don't leak. This is how I do my leakage test. Okay, once you install all of your, wait a second. Once you install all of your sealant, that's the exhaust side, that's not yet installed, but that is, this is all installed. This is all intake side. So we're going to install the intake valves, which is the bottom ones. So I took number 9, I've already cleaned it up. What I like to do, I like to put a little bit of oil in here, lubrication, and then just to install it. I think I'm doing pairs. This two, then this two, then this two, then this two. And then I'm going to do the other side. Okay, leak test. This is already 10 minutes later. Basically, see some of valves still not wet after 10 minutes. So these two, that holds 8 minutes, that holds about 6 minutes, 6 and 8. I don't remember. But basically 2-3 minutes is good enough. So all of these valves are good. It all holds more than, definitely more than 5-6 minutes, all of them. And yeah, what you do once you installed everything and the springs and everything, see, this is already installed. Once you install this all, the exhaust is not yet. See, just spray a little bit of liquid. I'm using white spirit for that reason, and some kids toy injector. Yeah, basically, as you can see, they all wet. It's like 10 minutes later, so that means this side is good, done, and we have no problem after installation. In terms of how to put them back, basically compress the spring the same as you did before, and I'm using one of this, and with this it's quite easy, but I know there are a lot of different ways of doing this. I'm just doing the old-fashioned one, but I give you a little life hack. In order to install them easier, put a little bit of motor oil inside, so that will be a bit more sticky, and that will stick to the valve, which will allow you to install it much more easier with less pain. See, you position them and they will stick to the valve, and all you have to do is just to center your tool and basically release it. I'm not going to show you on camera how I'm doing it, just because simply I need two hands for that. Otherwise they will just fly over somewhere and you will never find them. Exhaust side caps is done. Exhaust blue. Intake brown. Intake's already completed. Cylinder head is completed. All valves lapped. So it's ready to install.